Hello everyone and welcome to Retail Archaeology. Today we'll be taking a look at JCPenney. This store is located in Mesa, Arizona, and this footage was filmed just a few weeks before Christmas. And as you can see here, the store is fairly empty. And that's one of the many reasons I've wanted to talk about JCPenney again. We haven't really talked about them much on the channel recently. The last time I did a video on JCPenney, they were struggling but showing signs that they may be doing better, but as you can see here, that's not the case. And to confirm that, for the first time since the company was founded in 1929, their stock dropped below $1 a share the other day. And a lot of this is being blamed on weak Black Friday sales and Christmas season sales. There were clearance signs and 40% off signs all over the store, but it didn't seem like on this day a lot of people were taking advantage of them. I know JCPenney is struggling, but I expected it to be a little busier than this. Now, we did visit again on December 23rd, which was just a few days before Christmas, and it was a little bit busier at that point. You can see there's people coming and going out of the store. Hopefully this isn't one of those too little, too late kind of things. They did report a third quarter loss of a little over $150 million and a sales drop of almost 5.5%. It's also been reported that company leadership is considering closing more stores. Before we explore this JCPenney's anymore, though, it'd be a good time to talk about this episode's sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of classes in design, business, technology, and more. Premium membership gives you unlimited access to high-quality classes from experts in their fields. There's classes that I've taken, for example, to help improve my content creation on YouTube. And Skillshare is also a great value. It's more affordable than most other learning platforms out there. An annual subscription is less than $10 a month. The best part is, though, Skillshare has given me a special link that's down in the description below that the first 500 people that click it can get a free 2-month trial membership. So if there's anything you've ever wanted to learn how to do but thought you couldn't afford the classes to learn to do it, go ahead and give that link down there a click. Now let's return to Retail Archaeology. So JCPenney hasn't been profitable since 2010. They're talking about closing more stores, even though they've closed a lot already. And they've got these massive sale signs all over the place. This is starting to look and sound a lot like another department store that just recently filed for bankruptcy, isn't it? Speaking of Sears, this section right here really reminded me of Sears, these old window doilies and stuff. The rest of the store looks like it's been updated, but it looks like they forgot this one little corner back here. This was also the quietest part of the store, I think. There were busier parts of the store, so maybe this is an area that JCPenney needs to cut out to help save money. I'm sure that desk there is years and years old. And here's the toy section that they had set up for Christmas, and it looks like there's still a lot of product here. And we didn't see a lot of people picking through this area, which was strange, but I guess you really don't think of JCPenney as a toy destination anymore. It had lots of Pokemon stuff. Even Pokeballs. Mark's no fun. You didn't want to get in the Pokeball. But as you can see here, it looks like this section's been picked through a little bit, but it's still fairly stocked. And that toys display right there reminded me of Sears as well. I think I saw something similar in another Sears store. Now, JCPenney has recently expanded into selling appliances as well to compete with other department stores, but I don't think this has been doing much good for them from what I've read. And this JCPenney still has a functioning salon. This is over in that weird hallway where they have things like the salon and the optical center and catalog pickup. There was actually a little bit of traffic down this way, though. They also had these backpacks all over the place on clearance, and I'm thinking these are still left over from back to school. If these are still left over from back to school, that's not good. That's a lot of unmoved inventory. It's also interesting that they had PlayStation 4 and Xbox Ones for sale. JCPenney isn't the first place I think of when I need to go buy a new video game console. Here's another one of the more quiet areas. This is the housewares and small appliance area. I mentioned earlier that JCPenney stock had just dropped below $1 a share for the first time in their history, and a lot of that was based on perceived weak Black Friday sales. And that's actually more interesting when you find out that Target and Walmart and even Macy's reported great Black Friday sales this year. So it's not all department stores that are having a problem, it's Sears and unfortunately now JCPenney. At least their escalators still work though. I find that to be kind of an unfortunate product name choice given the opiate problem this country's having right now. That might not be a good idea. From what I understand though, the Sephora store within a store things are one of the things that have actually been working for JCPenney, but again, I guess it might be a story of too little too late. There were quite a few men browsing the jewelry section. Lots of shiny watches. These weren't really getting looked at so much though. And here's the big yellow doors to the Liz Claiborne section. I always thought that was a weird thing to waste floor real estate on. And behind those doors they have your grandmother's costume jewelry. That is not up with the times looking. I did really like that light fixture though, that's interesting. And then you've got the obligatory Liz Claiborne in gold lettering back there. And here's what may be another sign of JCPenney struggling. They have these cardboard cutout Christmas trees all over the place. They sell nice artificial Christmas trees. I don't understand why they just don't have those out instead of the cardboard cutouts. I think those are kind of tacky. We're walking up the middle of the store here now. You can see there's a little bit of traffic, but I also stopped at the Macy's in this mall, and I have to tell you, it was a lot busier in there. And I was also at Target and Walmart within the same time period, and they were also very, very packed. And I'm not saying that JCPenney isn't trying either. They had, like this gentleman here, people all over the place helping direct customers and asking them if they needed help finding anything. So it does look like they're trying. Again, I just hope it's not too little too late. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Retail Archaeology. Thanks for watching. Want to see your name here? Head on over to patreon.com/retailarchaeology to find out how you can help support the channel. Hey, thanks for checking out my update video on JCPenney. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons, and also follow there at the social media links because that's the best way to keep up with what's going on with the channel.